Ah, so we right before a new month, the month of VR, which it's wonderful to know that we're coming into a month that is all about healing. Ani Hashem Elokecha Rofecha. I am God, your healer. So it should be a month of healing for us all. And as I've said so many times in the series of yoga during Corona, there's a lot that we can gain from this time, as stressful and challenging as it is. There's a lot that we can gain from this time. One of the most important things I think we can gain is that we're having time to step back and get a little quiet if we are able to utilize the opportunity to step back and get a little bit quiet. So let's close our eyes now and just come into this moment, come into grounding, feel your sitting bones underneath you. If you want to have a blanket with you that you can sit on, or a yoga block that you can sit on that lifts up your spine a little bit. And just being here and connecting to your own breath. So I'm going to read something that I want to share with you that I think is very beautiful and very meaningful. It's called Revelation. So just listen to the words of the poem while you just relax in your shoulders and letting your breath be nice and deep and slow. And of course, the topic is apropos because we're all waiting for some kind of happening, some kind of revelation to manifest in the world as a consequence or a climax of all of this disruption. And this poem is called Revelation, and it's from Donna Falls. Revelation isn't shy. It doesn't come right out and say, "Here I am." But neither does it hide. Revelation dependably arrives whenever I create a bit of inner space. Between two fearful thought loops, it appears, a sense of openness or grace, the taste of divinity and faith. Revelation isn't predictable exactly, but when I am present, revelation is always near at hand, shining light upon my shadowed places, allowing me to see what was once hidden. Praise be for the revelatory awakening that happens day by day, the filling of my inner well with knowing, awe, and love. So I'm sure you can see why I chose to read that poem. I think it's very apropos for now, while we are having more time to slow down. And I think the purpose of this time, I think why Hashem orchestrated all of this, is so that we could go inwards. Spend a little time with the breath, get quiet, slow down, spend some time with ourselves, if we're with our families, with our nuclear families, and stop the running and the distracting. So let's place our hands on the belly, and before you even breathe in, just feel that belly relax. Get a really floppy belly. And then let's start breathing into that belly on the inhale, breathing into the belly. Exhaling, contracting that belly. Breathing into the belly. Exhaling, contracting that belly. Breathing into the belly, feeling it expand into your hands, and then contracting. The next breath we'll take up into the ribs, so feel the ribs expand on the inhalation, breathing in. Open up the ribs. Relax those ribs, contract the belly. Breathing into the belly, opening up the ribs. Release the ribs, contract the belly. One more like this, belly and ribs. Hold, and then release those ribs, contract the belly. Now we're going to go all the way up into those lungs and the chest. Inhale to the belly, open the ribs, take it up into the chest, hold it in the chest, release from the chest, release the ribs, contract the belly. Let's keep going. Belly, ribs, chest, release the chest, release the ribs, contract the belly. Let's do two more. Belly, ribs, chest, hold the breath in the chest. And then release that chest, release the ribs, contract the belly. Last one. Belly, ribs, chest, keep that chest open, keep the breath in the chest. And then release that chest, release the ribs, contract the belly. And then we're just sitting upright. Let's take the arms out to the side and take them up, up, and exhale down. Up, and exhale down. Let's turn the palms forward. So one time the left palm will be in front, the other time the right palm will be in front. And down. Up, exhale. Inhale, 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 exhale. Two more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Nice and slow. Reach up. Reach up, reach up, reach up. And just let those arms come down, come down, come down. Hands on thighs. Let's just breathe. 3 easy breaths, no manipulation, just breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. One more easy breath. Breathing in and breathing out. So I'm just going to push this out of the way. Okay. So there's 6 movements of the spine, so we want to try and do all of them in most of our practices. We want to be moving side to side, forward and back, and a twist. So let's do the twist. Let's start with the twist. So arms are out parallel to the floor, and we're just going to rotate the arms first to the left side, then to the right. Try and relax the shoulders. Rotate left, rotate right, rotate left, rotate right. You can let your arms be kind of soft. We're just rotating, rotating, rotating. Inhale right, exhale left. Inhale right, exhale left. Inhale right, exhale left. Inhale right, exhale left. Now let's switch it. Inhale left, exhale right. Inhale left, exhale right. Inhale left, exhale right. Left, right, left, right. One more. Inhale left, exhale right. That's a little twisting to the spine, very gentle twist for now. Inhale the arms up and we're going to come forward. So hands come towards the floor. Walk your hands forward, forward, forward. Drop your head down. Stretch out, stretch out, stretch out. Inhale and exhale. And walk your hands back. So we move the spine forward. Let's move the spine backwards. So hands are going to point towards your body. Put your hands behind your seat, palms down to the floor. Press your palms down. Lift up your upper back. Roll your shoulders towards each other. And we're taking a kind of little mini back bend. And relax. Inhale. Let's go forward again. Arms come up. Exhale, forward, walk your hands forward as far as they're comfortable to go. If this is challenging for you, you could always put a pillow or a bolster or anything you have available that you can stretch out, and if your hands don't want to go all the way to the floor, use the support. Stretching, forward, arms come back, we come back upright, arms out to the side, and we'll go backwards now. Lift up, hands come down, fingers point towards the front, palms are down on the mat. Roll the shoulders together, lift up the back, and open the other way. Good. And we're ready now for side to side. We've done forward and back, twist, and now we're going to go up. Inhale up over to the right side. Opening up the ribs, leaning over, coming up, leaning over. Let's do it one more time. We're going to go up and over. We're going to go up and over. And now we're going to mix our side to side with a little twist. So we're going to go over to the right side. Take that left arm and swirl up, over, exhale, up, over, exhale, up, over, slide it in front of you, up, over, and exhale, and then take that left arm up and put it to the side of your right thigh, and just feel that stretch. Take it up. That left hand up and down. Let's take the right hand up, over to the left side, and then exhale, loop it in front of you, and up, over, exhale, loop, up, over, exhale, loop, up, over, exhale, and then take it up, over, and bring it to the outside of that left thigh, and just feel that stretch across the back, and come back. Let's take the left hand and put it on the right knee, and take the right hand and walk it behind you towards the back towards your back. Sit up straight, turn your head to look over your right shoulder. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. And release. Take your right hand, put it on your left knee, press down, lift your spine up, turn over your left shoulder, and look behind you. And come forward. Good. Stretching out the legs, stretching them out, stretching them out, stretching them out. Good. Let's just come forward. Actually, lift up your knees a little bit so that we can start to stretch those hamstrings in a gentle, easy way. Lift up, come forward, and drop your head down. Lift your arms up. Exhale. Drop your head down. Push the feet a little further away from you if that's comfortable. Lift up your arms. Exhale. Drop your head down. Exhale. Lift up. Drop your head down. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe your feet are a little further pushed away from you. Last time. Inhale up. Exhale. Hands on those toes or ankles or shins or whatever you can reach, and just feel if you can straighten out your legs. Good. If you still need to keep your knees bent, that's perfectly fine. Let's inhale with the dog back, lifting up the head, arching the back up. Exhale, just let your head rest. Inhale, dog. Exhale, dropping the head down. Inhale, dog back up. Exhale, drop the head down. Inhale up, drop the head down. Good. So we're going to come into some standing postures now. So let's start coming into a squat. Come into a squat as we start to get up from our seated position. Let's come into a squat. And we're just going to start to straighten the legs, and we'll bend the knees again. So we're straightening the legs and then bend those knees as if we're warming up to a stand. Straighten the legs, hang down, stretch out the hamstrings, and then bend and come back into this little squatting position. Straighten up, exhale, bend. Let's do it. Somebody needs to mute themselves who's not muted. I'm not sure who that is. Just check that you muted. Okay. Straighten up and bend. And one more time. Straighten up and bend. Let's hold. Whoops. We're going to hold ourselves in the squat for a minute or a moment. Holding in the squat, holding, 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 and then we're going to straighten up the legs and come into our stand. So straightening up the legs, coming into the stand. Okay, so we're not going to be in that stand very long because we're going to just connect with the earth in a different way with our hands coming down. So like we did on Tuesday, bending those knees and just hanging down, but hanging down, loosening that lower back, arms are just hanging down. And let's roll up and down the spine. So we're rolling down, roll up, inhale, inhale, inhale. There we are, standing tall, feet are grounded on the mat, feel the grounding, rock back and forth on your toes, rock back, rock forth. Toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. And let's start rolling down again. This time we'll take the arms out to the side and get a nice big gathering of breath. Big gather. Up, exhale, soft knees. Let's fold forward, fold forward. And we're hanging down. Nice soft knees. Hang down, hang down, hang down. Let's take our hands above the knees and come into a flat back. Inhale up. Exhale, drop down. Soft knees, we're going to breathe in and come up. Breathing in, up, up. Exhale, hands come down to prayer position. Let's do that again. So we're breathing in and lifting the arms up. Big wide gather of breath. Stretching up. Exhale, soft knees, arms out to the side, drop down. Exhale and hang. Inhale, breathe the hands above the knees, flat back. And then drop down. And we're going to come up. Soft knees, arms out to the side and up. And hands down the center line. So we practically have the beginning of our sun salutation. So let's start taking legs back. So we're standing in our mountain pose, rocking the feet forward and back, just feeling the connection of the soles of the feet with the mat. It's really good and nice to get in touch with our feet and feel them interacting with the floor or with the ground underneath us. Just, it's a grounding exercise, gets you connected to the here and now, which is always actually our best aid to panic and stress. Is just what is going on in the here and now. My feet are on the ground, I'm breathing, I have a roof over my head, I have food to eat. As long as you're breathing, that's the most important thing. Ground and breathe. So here we go. Arms out to the side and up. Reach up, nice extended mountain pose, soft knees, arms out to the side and then drop down. And just feel that lower back starting to open. You can kind of just wiggle it around a little. Hands above the knees, our flat back. And then exhale, bring the hands all the way to the floor. Take the right leg back. Right leg goes back. Left leg goes back. And here we are in our plank pose. So try to roll the shoulders away, the shoulder blades towards each other. And then drop down onto your knees, flatten your feet, coming back into child's pose. And from this child's pose, let's come onto all fours. We did this on Tuesday. We're going to just do the same thing again. We're going to come into 8-point pose and then do this variation of locust pose that clears the lungs. So here we go. We're going to touch chest and chin to the floor, breathing in. Exhale, chest and chin come down to the floor and then stretch out into your locust pose. And just rock back and forth on your chest. Feel the massage on your chest, on the lungs, the alveoli, all those little pockets, and just breathe. I want to get out a cough because there must be some kind of little congestion in there. Let it come out, whatever is there, just keep rocking. Rock on that chest, rock it out, rock it out, rock it out. Take another couple breaths, just rocking on the lungs, on the chest, and then let's inhale. Nice cobra, back onto all fours, and let's be on all fours for a moment. So just, if you like to have a blanket under your knees while you're on all fours, if you have your blanket handy, you can just put it under your knees. My knees seem to really want the extra cushioning of a blanket. So here we are. So let's do some of the dog and cat variations. Breathing in dog, exhale cat, lift up the back towards the sky. Breathe in dog, exhale cat. Let's move that cat into extended cat. Inhale, pull it back all the way, let the buttocks come all the way down to the heels. Inhale up. Exhale, we're going to go into puppy. So just walk the hands forward. Bring that chest down again. Stretch out the arms. The chest doesn't come all the way to the floor, but it's a really nice stretch. And come back. We'll do one more of each of those. So breathing in into a dog. Exhale, extended cat. Lift up the back, pull back into extended cat. Inhale, exhale into puppy. Stretch those arms forward, reach down towards the floor with your chest and walk your hands back. And we're going to push up into our downward facing dog. And let's walk the dog, bending one knee after the other. Bend, 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 bend. And now we're going to take that right leg, step it forward between your hands. Nice runner's stretch here, hip opening stretch. Bring the left leg up next to the right. Roll up, arms out to the side. Lift up, hands come down the center line. So we're going to do all of that on the other side, leading with the left leg. So here we go. Big inhale, arms out to the side, gather the breath. Exhale, arms out, wide, drop them down, soften the knees, just hang. Inhale, hands above the knees, flat back. Exhale, we're going to drop the hands all the way to the floor. Take the left leg back, runner's stretch, right leg back. Here we are, we're ready for our plank pose. Press into your hands, press into the heels of your hands. Try to squeeze your shoulder blades together so your shoulders go outwards and your shoulder blades go inwards. Breathing in, breathing out, dropping the knees down, resting, flattening the feet, and pulling back into child's pose. Let's stay in child's pose for 3 breaths, just feeling the inhalation, the belly expanding against the thighs. Exhalation, the belly pulling away from the thighs. In, the belly expands. Exhale, the belly contracts. In, the belly expands. Exhale, the belly contracts. Up onto all fours. This tabletop position, let's wag the tail a little bit, just loosening up the hips. Loosening up the hips. Let's make circles with those hips. So we're just circling the whole hip around. Circle, circle, circle. Circle it the other way. We'll do our dog breath. Extend into extended cat. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale into puppy. Walk your hands back. Inhale into dog. Exhale into extended cat. Inhale again. Dog back. Exhale into puppy pose. And walk yourself back and sit on your haunches or sit back on your heels. We're just going to be here for a while. Let's loosen up those shoulders. Do a little more breathing. So breathing is the issue du jour, the topic of the day, of these days, breath. So let's take the shoulders up to the ears. Inhale. Exhale, drop them down. And just let that go. Notice whatever sensations that kind of rapid breathing evokes in you or brings up. You're going to do the same thing, breathing rapidly, but feeling the expansion. Instead of moving the shoulders up and down, we're going to move the belly forward and back. So we're going to inhale. So I'm sitting on my knees. We're going to inhale into the belly and exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more. Okay, that was nice and slow. Let's try to do that same breath a little more rapidly. So skull shining breath or Kapalabhati breath. So in through the nostrils, expand the belly, exhale forcibly. And take a breath. Take a break. So it's interesting with that breath, one doesn't have to think about the inhalation at all. You just concentrate on the exhalation and the inhalation takes care of itself. So we'll do another round with this rapid breath, breath of fire, it's also called. So let's do it again. Breathing in, exhale forcibly, inhale. And stop. So breath is very powerful. When you might feel a lot of sensation flooding your brain with all of that oxygen, flooding all of your system. The breath is very detoxifying. So, okay. So let's carry on. We're going to come back onto our knees, being in that tabletop position, pushing up into downward facing dog, pushing up into our dog, walk the dog. And we're going to now step the left leg forward between the hands, left leg forward, runner stretch, there it is. Right leg forward, and lift up, arms out to the side, up, and hands come down, and stand and feel. And relax. So let's take a wide stance on our mats. Nice wide stance. Bend the knees. Just fold forward, and hang down. Now, when you're hanging down, if it's not easy for you to hang down, maybe you want to get a block. So, you can get a block. I guess it's good when we start class to have a block and a blanket nearby. So we're folding down. Even if you can reach the floor, it's really nice to have a block there, something solid you can lean on. So you put your hands on the block and just let your weight sink into the block. Your feet are parallel. You're bending forward with a wide stance. Inhale, dog, breath up. Exhale, drop your head down. Inhale, dog, breath up. Exhale, down. Now we can do a little twisting. Let's lift the right arm up. Look at it. Follow it all the way up till it's above your head, and bring that right arm back to your block. Let's lift the left arm up, 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 up. Exhale, let it come down. Let's do one more. Inhale the right side up. Exhale it down. Inhale the left up. Exhale it down. And put the block a little lower. And just hang down. So bring your arms into aeroplane, and we're going to do a little standing twist. I'm going to take my right hand over to my left ankle, back to aeroplane arms. Aeroplane arms, arms parallel to the floor. Left arm to the right ankle. Inhale, aeroplane. Exhale, cross over. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Come back, bend those knees. Let's raise up, coming up, up, and hands come down. Good. Let's heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, till we're standing with our feet next to each other. Good. So let's just jump a little bit, get some of the circulation moving, just jumping, jumping, jumping. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, jump, jump, jump. I see my head's a little cut off at the top of the screen, but it's okay. Inhale, exhale, jump, jump, jump. Jump, jump, jump. Let's count it. Count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Spread those legs. Soften the knees. Fold forward. Find your block. Just rest on that block. So see that your knees don't lock. And let's just breathe here, hanging forward. If you want it a little lower, you can shift. So anything can be used for your support. It can be a shoebox, a pillow, a toy. Doesn't really matter, just something to lean on. And if you're comfortable going all the way to the floor, just lean on the floor. And we're going to inhale, coming up, up, hands down the center line. So from here, let's move into salutation to the moon. It's a nice, and variations on that. It's nice to notice the difference between the standing postures, the sitting postures, the postures that are on the ground, and then the postures that are standing up. So the warrior postures are postures that we feel our reach and our power when we lift up towards the sky. And that reaching and that standing up is very nice and empowering. So before we do salutation to the moon, let's just move into some of these postures one by one. Let's start off with warrior two pose. So we're going to turn the left leg out, we're turning the right leg out, and the left leg is just facing forwards. Arms are down, arms are out to the side, parallel to the floor. Pelvis is facing forwards. And then just bend that right leg down, take it up. Bend the right leg down, inhale it up. Bend that right leg down, inhale up. Bend the right leg down, inhale up. And now we're going to stay in warrior two pose, bending to the right side. So you're looking out over your right hand and your knee is bending forward up to your toes. Look out over that right side. Look out over the right side. Looking out, looking out, looking out. And then turn up that right hand. Drop the left hand down. Lift up that right arm. We're going to go up, 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 and arc our way over, excuse me, to the left side. And then come forward. Let's take that right arm, rest it onto that right thigh. Left arm is going to bend behind the waist and just turn to look up to the ceiling. And then let's push up. Turn that right foot in. Let's find our block and do our resting space. The block is just down, just hanging. Taking it nice and easy, rock forward onto your toes, rock back into your heels. Feel that support of the block. Maybe let's just lunge side to side, lunge side to side, lunge, 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 little stretches. Good, let's do a lifting up of the right arm, up and down. Lift the left arm up and down. Bend those knees, come up, hands down the center line. Now we're going to do warrior 2 facing to the left side. So turn out the left foot, turn it out. Arms are parallel to the floor. Bend that left foot down, bend it down, bend it down, bend it down. Lift up the upper body. Look out over that left hand. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's take that knee back and forwards. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Stretching those arms away from each other. Lifting up the chest, turning that left palm up, dropping the right palm hand down, lifting up, 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 and looking back behind you, surrendered warrior, coming back, resting warrior. Right arm comes to the back of your waist, up to the right side, and pushing up. Parallel feet, lifting up, hands come down. It's heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. And folding down now with feet together. Just forward fold, forward fold. Good. And coming up. Let's step the feet apart. Can do triangle pose. Maybe today we won't in fact do warrior. We won't do salutation to the earth. We'll to the moon. We'll just do all these really wonderful standing poses on their own. Let's do triangle pose now. So I'm going to open our arms out. I see my block still in front of me, so maybe we have to just go down and whoops, and just rest on that block. Just rest on the block. If you spread your legs even more out, you could bring your head down to that block and just rest here for a couple breaths. And then we're going to walk ourselves up and move into the triangle. So turning that right leg out again, turn it out. Arms are parallel, palms are facing forward. Wrap your hips tight. Engage grappa. the glutes, the rectum, the pubis, the anus, the pubis perineum, glutes, rectum, anus, pubis perineum, abdominals. Wrap it all tight. Now somebody's straightening the left leg, right leg is turned out. Reach over. Somebody's pulling your right hand, you're reaching over, 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 over. And then when you can't reach anymore, you're just going to tilt down, reach your arm up. Try to flatten your back against an invisible glass pane that's behind you and just open up. Open up in all these directions of radiance. Feel your inner light radiating out. And then come back. Turn your right foot in. Bring your hands down to the center line. Turn your left foot out, right foot facing forwards. Arms are parallel, facing forwards. Reaching out to the left side, reaching out. So engage the grappa. Reach out, reach out, reach out. Drop the left arm down. Lift the right arm up. And lean over to the side. Stretching to the side. And come back. Feet are parallel, hands lift up. Down the center line. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. And step to the back of your mat. So we have time for one more standing posture, and it's going to be warrior one pose. So lifting up, and we can do a little bit of a balance here too. So we're going to lift up that right foot. Lift it up. That's our balance. Stand just like that before we step it into warrior one. Hold it like a stalk. And then step that right leg forward. Bend that right knee. Sweep your arms up. And this is our warrior one pose. Assertive warrior. And then bring the hands together and step that back. Going to do the same thing on the other side. Lift up the left leg. Find the balance. Look at something that's not moving. Get yourself nice and still and centered. And then step forward that left leg. Sweep your arms up. Exhale and inhale. Inhale. Exhale, reaching up, feeling nice and empowered, assertive warrior. Hands come to the center. Step back. And drop down. Drop the hands down. So we're going to bend those knees. Come back into a little squat. And sit down. We're going to get ready for coming to the end of class. So let's just roll back on our mats. Roll back on the mat. Take the knees, rock them back and forth. Left and right. Left and right. And left and right. And left and right. Stretch down the left leg. Take the left hand, grab the right knee, pull it over. Turn away from those knees. Feel that stretch. Come back. Hug both knees to you. Hug, hug, hug. Stretch out the right leg. Take the right hand. Put it on the outside of the left knee. Swing it over. Turn away from the knee. Turn away. Stretch it out. Come back. Cross the ankles. Rock that lower back on the mat. Let's do happy baby pose. Grab hold of your big toes. Point the soles of the feet to the ceiling. And just rock. So what I love to tell my classes, I'm going to tell you now. Maybe you're doing this in isolation, no one's going to hear you. Happy baby pose, just let yourself just be. Let out sounds, just laughs, funny sounds. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Wah, wah, wah. This is the moment to come and just let it go. You're rocking. Rocking is always therapeutic. Just let yourself go. Nobody's going to mind, even if they do hear you. Mental health can they get cooler. That's what I say. Mental health leads to all good things. You have to take care of yourself. You're going to lift up into a couple bridges. Just rolling bridges, arms above the head. Exhale down. Inhale, lift up into the bridge. Exhale down, last time. Inhale into the bridge and exhale down. And then you're going to do the supported fish like we did last time. So find a blanket or a towel. You're going to roll it so it's going to fit along your spine. So you're going to make it into a kind of like sausage like that. You're going to sit right in front of it. So the towel is right at your sacrum. And then you're going to just lay back on that towel. It can even have enough room for your head to be supported, but your chest is lifted. And you can either have your legs bent in this posture. Bending the knees is nice. Now let your shoulders fall on either side of the blanket. Let your shoulders fall on either side of the blanket. If you don't have a blanket under you, you can just do this lying flat on the ground. That's also fine. And we're just going to let the chest open. The shoulders are falling down because the blanket or the towel has lifted up the center of the back. Palms are turned up to the ceiling. And we can just be here for a couple breaths. If you want to stretch out your legs, you can stretch out your legs. And we'll just take our Shavasana, can just be in that position. You could just continue to lie down in that pose, closing your eyes. I'm going to sit up, but you can just continue to lie down in that pose with your back supported. If it's too much for you, you could take that out now and just lie down flat on the floor or in any posture that supports you feeling nice, supported, and able to rest. If you have the towel under you or the blanket under you, you're feeling your chest open. Just breathe into that open chest and let go. Exhale. Breathe into that open chest and let go of the breath. Breathe into that open chest and let go. And let go of all the holding in all of your muscles. Let go of everything that you no longer need to be holding on to. Let your muscles melt. Let your bones sink. Let everything give way to gravity. And I'm going to read the poem that I read at the beginning of class again, because I believe that this is the most important thing we can give to ourselves now, is time to get quiet, time to rest. That's what's going to aid not just our own personal healing if we faced any kind of illness, but the healing of the planet. The planet needs to rest. The world is happy. The actual physical world, there's less pollution, less noise. There's a little bit of healing. I hope a lot of healing going on. So while you're just lying on your back, letting yourself just breathe, letting everything melt, I'll read the poem that I started with once more, called Revelation. Revelation isn't shy. It doesn't come right out and say, here I am, but neither does it hide. Revelation dependably arrives whenever I create a bit of inner space. Between two fearful thought loops, it appears, a sense of openness or grace, the taste of divinity and faith. Revelation isn't predictable exactly, but when I'm present, revelation is always near at hand, shining light upon my shadowed places, allowing me to see what was once hidden. Praise be for the revelatory awakening that happens day by day, the filling of my inner well with knowing, awe, and love. So we're going to start coming out of that resting mode. Come out of it very gently, stretch out your muscles, bring yourself into a nice big yawn. When you're ready, you can roll over onto one side into a fetal position. And be in that position for a couple of moments. Form an intention for the rest of the day, something that you could take from this experience that can help you deal better, feel better, open more, awaken more into whatever awaits you. And then when you're ready, you're going to come back into a seated pose, any kind of comfortable seated pose. You'll come up and be upright. Tomorrow is a new moon, the beginning of a new month, the month of Iyar. Ani Hashem Rofecha, I am God, your healer. A time when we can really open to that inner wisdom of healing that dwells within our bodies, because we all have a piece of God above. In Hebrew, it's called a chelek, Elokai, Mimal Mamish. That means that we have God within us. When we turn in, connect in, listen in, that's also revelation. And Hashem will help us. If we're running away and ignoring our messages, ignoring the body, running dry, getting tired, exhausting, putting ourselves in a place of dis-ease, we're going to be much more vulnerable to disease. So let's open up our arms, take our hands up above, make little vessels to receive this healing light that is already very, very close by, and there's always healing light above. And let's receive it, the last little bit of Nissan energy and the pre-resonance of the healing energy of the month of Iyar, the Taurus month. Bring that down. Feel it as a bowl in your hands of blessing. Place that onto your heart and feel nourished by it for yourself. And then let's take from our hearts and offer that healing, loving energy to anyone who needs healing all around the planet. People who need healing from physical illness, from dis-ease, from panic, from fear, from anxiety, from physical ailments, from emotional ailments. Let's offer that up for healing. Tremendous opportunities now for change and unity and love and kindness. Thank you so much for being here and practicing with me. I'm going to close the class officially from here.